Hi, I'm Pris and this is Pris Builds. And today I'm going to do a kind of just a short little overview of the dots line, my feelings about dots, and talk a little bit about why I discuss price per piece in my videos. So I did think the dots line, especially when I first heard about it, I thought it was very cool. And I thought that I was going to love the customization. And it does have a lot of fun customization. So this is where I'm probably going to have some agree to disagree moments with people. I feel like the build is one part and then the decorating is almost like a separate entity, at least for me. It's like I did the build and now I'm decorating, and yeah. And the first couple I did, I decorated right after I built them. And then afterwards I started getting like, I'd build it and then it would take me a while before I would decorate it. And like, I love the pineapple pencil holder. I think it's adorable, but it's a little small, which I think about the two desk items in general, is that they could have made slightly bigger pieces. So it could have been something that adults could have used at their desks, but this doesn't hold a whole lot of pins. Same thing with desk organizer. Like, you have to have like little tiny kid scissors. So, and I feel like they could have made them slightly larger and younger people still could have enjoyed it. And larger adult size people also could have enjoyed it, but it is what it is, and this is what we got. So I did think it was fun. I even got my husband the pineapple one because he eats pineapple like every day. He loves pineapple, and he never decorated his. He got it built and was like, "Yeah, built it." And that was it. His poor little pineapple is just sitting undecorated at his work desk. What I like about dots is I do think it's very fun. I think it's very colorful. I think it's definitely something different and kind of crafty, which I generally like. But whether or not it's for everyone, it's hard to say, because what I found, and this is just me personally, is that I found it kind of tedious. And my issue with it was, if I didn't plan out my design kind of early on, then I would get further and further into it and realize I had to like take off a bunch of pips to kind of restart over. So I think you can kind of tell I like these like very organized, kind of like geometric type things. And I would get frustrated if I didn't have the right colors. So after I bought a few sets and I had colors to mix and match, I felt a little bit better about things, but there's that. I do think that they are kind of fun. I just wish that these two pieces were a little larger. They do a lot with like this little picture holder thing, and I thought that was just a little odd. And please, out there in the world, tell me if younger people still take real life photos. Like, I just know that like the young people in my family, like nieces, nephews, I don't think I ever see them have like real photographic photos. It's all digital. I like the little bracelets. I mean, I'm an adult and I was able to wear them, so I thought they were kind of cute. This is probably my favorite one. So this is like the secret box. So what I like about this is that, you know, it's a secret box and has like a little lock so you can put naughty things in it. Like, I got a payday. My husband's diabetic, so yeah. Gotta keep that locked up. But I thought this was adorable, this locking. I was like, oh my gosh, this is totes cute. And what's super cool is that these little things, these little locking keys that came with this one, are also little dots popper offers. That's what I'm calling it. It's the official term, dots popper offers. So you can use them to pop off your dots, which does make it a lot easier for if you get frustrated, which I wish the first line had added this, because I thought this was an amazing utilitarian tool. I think it's even better than the regular brick separator, at least for these tiny little pieces, just kind of as an FYI. So I thought this was super cool. And I do like the little mini printed bricks. I think they make some really adorable ones. I like the little add-on sets. So overall, I do think that dots is a fun line. Do I think it's for everyone? No, I think it depends on how you like to build. Like, to me, it feels a little bit more decorative than truly building. I don't think I have an issue with that. It's just, I have to be in the mood to do that type of activity. So I do like to talk about price per piece in my videos. It does matter to me, but sets like dots do make that kind of tricky. So dots on average are about 5 cents price per piece, which sounds lovely. However, tiny pippies are, you know, a large portion of those price per piece, and that can throw off the value. Now, I don't really consider that an issue with dots because a lot of what I consider value with Lego is getting to build it. And even though I'm like, this is a little more decorative than building, at least in my weird brainscape, I still think it gets to be a time-consuming, exciting task, and I get to fuss with it and mess with it and make little decorative designs. So the time value portion matters a lot to me. So when I want a lot of pieces, so I have a lot of time I get to spend building, and if I'm getting a better price per piece, that kind of all equates to a better deal for me, for my particular Lego hobby ways. Now, this is where things get very relative, because Lego is very subjective on what matters and how you consider your Lego value. Such as, for example, if you are someone who really likes Lego animals like me, you might throw down more money for sets that have Lego animals in them, or you will buy them individually and pay more money. Like I went online recently to lego.com and was looking at the price of just a little chameleon from the Lego bookshop. So I thought, hey, I would like to pick up a couple extra of those. I thought it was really cute. They were like $2. And this is where my inner Bianca Del Rio was like, not today, Satan. And I said no, and I was proud of myself. I'm going to break down later and get it. But right now I said no. And that's the important part. But everyone generally has like something that they're really into. Like some people are collectors of certain themes and they will pay money to get retired sets. And the price per piece gets really crazy when you do that. Or they are collecting minifigs and will spend money to get certain minifigs that are hard to find, or special exclusives. There are lots and lots of factors out there. You know, one thing that I do is I'm someone who will shop for sales. If I find that a set has like a not a very good price per piece, I will try to find it on sale. Like I will hunt it down, get a better deal on it so I don't have to feel so guilty about that. I can feel good about my purchase and be like, yeah, she did the system. So when I quote prices, I'm quoting from lego.com and their catalogs just for consistency. However, that's not the only place I shop, and there are sometimes better ways to find better deals. You know, there are lots of factors that go into it. So one of the reasons I wanted to talk very briefly today, which is not going very briefly, about price per piece, is that I had a comment on one of my videos. I appreciate you watching my videos. Yay. Where they said essentially that the Lego prices have been stable for like a hot minute now, like 10 cents a brick, but that the actual size of the pieces has gone down. And my initial thought was I agreed with them, like just because they left me a comment, and I'm like, yay, fans. It doesn't take much to make me happy. I'm a pretty easy to please person. So, however, I also agreed with them on a personal level because I thought that was my own perception as well. And I wanted to know, like, is there any factual data to back that up? I was bored on my lunch break. It happens. So I did some research on the internet, and what I managed to find was it kind of varies depending on the source you read. The one I'm going to summarize is from Reality Pros, The Price of a Brick. I will put a link in the description box so you can read it yourselves. I didn't fact check them, but it sounded very good. They had lots of charts and graphs, so it must be true, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go with that. Their overall summary was that the prices of bricks have actually gone down since the 1980s and have been fairly stable since like the early 2000s. And they actually also did I had a little lovely chart about the price per gram, which has also gone down. So if price per gram has gone down and our prices have been kind of going downish, essentially we would be getting bigger pieces, right? Yeah, no? Question mark. However, I do think at the same time, there are definitely exceptions to the rule. I think that we can find sets that defy this or that can throw off the data. So there are definitely some impacts in there that we do have to consider when we read these types of articles. There are lots of pieces and parts and thoughts that can go into it. And then we also, again, as I said, a lot of times Lego is very relative. But for me, price per piece, as I said, kind of equates time and getting to build, and that's what matters to me as a Lego hobbyist. So those are my deep thoughts on all that. So I'm sorry if this got a little divergent off my topic, but I do appreciate everyone watching. Thanks so much. Feel free to read the article. Let me know what your opinions of it are, if you agree or disagree. Thanks so much. I'm Pris, and I built this.